So the Gardaí tell us that €25 million was stolen from people in investment scams last year. That's a 90% increase. And fraud is now out of control completely. The government is doing nothing to deal with this issue. 3 years ago, they were told by an expert group that they needed a strategy to deal with fraudulent activity. They still don't have one. Comreg, the regulator for all the telephone companies in the country, are saying we want powers to stop mass texts being sent to people who are trying to scam them. A year later, the government has done nothing. The banks across the state have been telling the government that they want to share information with other banks and the Gardaí in terms of fraudulent activity. They need legislation. The government has done nothing. It is very, very difficult to deal with fraud when the government has both hands tied behind your back. Sinn Féin would change that. We would bring forward legislation. We would ensure that there's a proper strategy. We would ensure that the Gardaí are properly resourced. We would ensure that people could share the information to stamp out fraud and protect you and your family. This is a crime that is out of control and the government are doing nothing about it. And Simon Harris will stand up this weekend and say that he is the party of law and order, but he has no strategy for dealing with fraudulent crime. He has refused to bring forward the legislation. Even when he was Justice Minister, he refused to bring forward the legislation. There is less Gardaí on our streets now than ever before, and there is less Garda stations than in many, many years. What Simon Harris should do, if he genuinely believes in what he's going to say this weekend, then have the guts to go to the people and seek a mandate. Because I'll tell you something, Sinn Féin are not afraid. Let the people have the say. Let the people decide who should be in the next government. Let the people decide who should be the next Taoiseach. Let the people give the next Taoiseach a mandate.